Hello everybody. To continue our discussion about injector head, you will understand that how to adjust chain traction pressure for a given coil tubing injector head during a real-time operation. So let's discuss. But before going ahead, we'll just recap that what is meant by chain traction system. Chain traction system is used to provide the necessary force to chains to make a strong grip to coil tubing pipe so that we could move it in a controlled manner and we could avoid the slippage of the coil tubing pipe from the injector head. The main components of the chain traction system include these scat plates, these two scat plates and 3 pairs of these traction cylinders. We have already discussed this system in detail in our previous tutorial. Now we'll move to our main topic, that is how to adjust chain traction pressure. For the adjustment of chain traction pressure, we use a chart which is given over here. We can see that this chart is in between two parameters. On the x-axis we have a tubing load in pounds, and on the vertical axis or y-axis we have traction pressure in psi. So to adjust the traction pressure, we need to find out the tubing load. That is, the traction pressure will be adjusted depending upon the tubing load, and tubing load will depend upon the well conditions and the coil tubing pipe we are using and the depth of the well. With the increase in the depth, definitely tubing load will be increased. Now how to use this chart, let's discuss. To use this chart, we will just see the tubing load and then we'll trace the value on the x-axis. For example, we want to find out the traction pressure for a tubing load of 50,000 pounds. So we'll trace 50,000. Here is the 50,000. Then we'll move vertically. Vertically about to intersect these two lines. When we'll move vertically, we'll intersect the first point, this one, and the second point, this one. We'll read the value of this point. This value is in between 1000 and 1250. So it is approximately 1125. And the second value is 1250 to 1500 in between, so it is 1375. So our required value of the traction pressure will be in between these two values. Just see again, this is the extreme value, means for 50,000 pounds the minimum traction pressure which will needed will be 1125 and the maximum pressure will be 1375. So we have to adjust the value in between 1125 and 1375. Now how to adjust, how to decide that which value will be in between these two values depends upon some certain factors which you are going to see in the next slide. Here are some factors affecting chain traction pressure range. For a given tubing load, we have a range of traction pressure in between minimum and maximum value as we have just discussed. The value we are going to apply will depend upon some factors, and these factors include tubing ovality. If the ovality is higher, then we'll need more traction pressure. Tubing surface conditions, that is, on the tubing surface if we have oil, grease, paraffin, we'll need higher pressure. Frack, dirt, other chemicals, sand, okay. And also we'll consider insert conditions, that is the condition of the gripper blocks, that they are worn, scratched or polished or smooth. So all these factors will lead to higher traction pressure to avoid the slippage during a real-time operation. Now we'll see comparison between HR680 model and HR6100 injector model. We know that nowadays most of the time we are using 80K injector or 100K injector, and now we'll compare their traction values. Here we can see that the range of pressure is similar for both of the injectors, from 0 to 3000, 0 to 3000, and definitely load capacity is different because 80K injector can pull up to 80,000 pounds. So its range is from 0 to 80,000, and for 100K injector its range is from 0 to 100,000 pounds. It means in case of 100K injector, this 3000 will be enough to pull 100,000 pounds of load. For 80K, this 3000 will be required to pull the 80,000 load. It means that when we are increasing the capacity of the injector head, then for the same value of the load, we'll need lesser traction pressure. Means for 100K injector, just assume that we want to pull 50,000 pounds. For 50,000 pound, the traction pressure will require will be approximately 1300 plus, and for this 80k injector, for the 50,000 we will need above 1500. Means when the capacity of the injector head will be lower, we will need higher pressure to pull the same load. Okay, remember the approximate values of traction pressure to apply in case we are not available with this traction chart. Most of the time these traction charts are displayed in the control cabin, but if we are not available with these traction charts, an operator must have an idea, an estimated value in his mind to apply. So for that we can use these two numbers. For HR680 model, we can use 80 psi traction pressure for each 1000 pounds of tubing load. So just assume that we have to apply for 50,000. We will multiply this 50 with this 40. We will get to 2000, which is enough because we are on safe side. Then for HR600 model, we can use 30 psi for each 1000 pounds of tubing force or tubing load. The above approximations are applicable after minimum value, that is 500 psi. These approximations which we just mentioned are valid after 500 psi. Means the 500 psi is the minimum value. No matter how much load you are pulling, 500 will be the minimum value to provide the grip to the tubing. That's it. Thank you very much. See you in the next tutorial.